I'd like to welcome all of those new ones listening in today. Maybe it's your first, second, maybe third Shoud, but so many new ones coming in. I was a bit taken today when I was surveying the group at the many new ones that are here. This is a huge time of convergence. And the whole purpose of coming to Earth, understanding energy and consciousness at a time of other convergences on the planet, technology converging with consciousness, technology converging with itself. It's exciting, it's a bit frightening, but it's why you're here. It is the time of convergence. And for you individually, it's the time of realization. There's some key elements, things that are changing the most right now. Linda, I'm going to ask you to write these on a single new piece of paper.
Okay.
The changes involve, first of all, a hierarchical change. In other words, life on the planet has been very hierarchical. You see it in your businesses, your institutions, your societies, but it's also in nature. It's in science and mathematics. Everything has a hierarchical order to it. You get used to it. That's all going away. And it's going to scare you, and it's going to scare a lot of people on the planet. They almost need that hierarchy. They need to be told where they fit into the order. It's going away rapidly. The other thing that's changing for so many of you, and this relates to all the questions, is your world has been externalized for as long as you can remember. Everything is a perspective of what's on the outside. And sometimes a desperate attempt to find what's on the inside, but it's always referenced by what's on the outside. You see it as being external, and it's not. Everything starts to become internal. You start to realize it's all your perception. Therefore, you can recreate it however you want with ease and grace. And by the way, that's the key to staying on this planet after realization. The other thing that's changing very, very rapidly for you and for humans in general is local. Most people from one lifetime to the other stay within about 50 miles or less of where they had their last lifetime. And they're with the same family they had. Now, that's changing rapidly, because now just the internet brings everything global. And then the other one, the big one, linear. It's kind of tied in with the hierarchical, everything in an order. Time is linear, or so humans believe. It's not. We go from linear to and. You can be human and you can be a total light being at the same time. You don't have to be one or the other. You can be a masculine and you can be feminine at the same time. It's the and. These are the things that are getting torn apart right now for all of you. That's really so much of what we're doing here, and ultimately for humanity. And this also makes a very nice acronym of where things are right now. Took you this long to notice that I had to say it. So a lot of the questions that we have today are related to this. I'm ready for questions and answers. Dear Linda, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have talked of a compelling passion awaiting us, but more often of the Master just sitting on the park bench. Will passion return to our lives before and or after realization?
The passion is letting energy serve you, period. But don't think about it, feel it.
What does it mean to be realized? How can I know that I realize that I'm realized?
Everything is integrated. There is no fight within, because the only thing you're ever fighting is your own energy, and that doesn't make any sense.
Oh man, you just fixed about half the question.
Well, throw them out. Let's party. It's total integration. It's an integration of all your aspects, your past lives, your future lives.
What is the difference between realization and embodied enlightenment?
Uh, well, realization, you don't have to stay embodied. You can be like the butterfly and just fly away, never come back. The embodied realization or embodied enlightenment is making that conscious choice to stay on the planet. This literally, Shaumbra is the first group ever to be choosing that.
Last year was very challenging for me as my encounter with the dragon manifested through a breast cancer. So my question is, I feel good right now and my body is rebalancing.
Good.
But will I be able to stay on the planet and live the life of realization?
The body is going through tremendous changes right now, and it does have the capability of healing or rejuvenating itself, even if you've had very, very traumatic and deep physical imbalances. If you are having any physical ailment right now, allow your energy to come in, your energy, and find a way to clear it. And you don't have to supervise it or manage it. You just allow it to happen. Sometimes it appears to be getting a little worse before it gets better, but it will clear.
For all those with chronic pain or disease of any kind, is it appropriate to say that as one embodies their realization, this type of stuff naturally goes away without having to work at it? I found it challenging to allow when the body is in constant pain. Maybe you can talk a bit about letting go of this.
That's the best time to allow, when your body's in pain, because your bodies are in pain. I'd be surprised if they weren't right now, because they're going through so much. And every level, you allow yourself right through the pain. It's a great way of really understanding allowing. You come out the other side of it, and suddenly you realize you had a lot of stuck energy there and in other places, and now it's all moving again, all healing. It's all your energy, and stop pretending that it's not. It's all your energy. You allow it to serve you now. And you don't have to do it through physical disease and pain and mental trauma and going crazy. You just take a deep breath and allow. I am that I am.
All of the questions inevitably want to know, they want to be sure that they're stumbling with health, relationships, abundance, or self-worth, that they can still get past that to their realization. Every one of your answers says there is a way to get past that.
Get over it. Either you stay in it or you get over it. It's one of the two. So when Tobias left to come back to Earth as Sam, he was the first of about a little over 1,500 ascended masters who came back in. And he said that they were coming back in to just enjoy life, because they really hadn't done so in their last lifetime. They kind of had the suffering way into realization. He didn't tell the whole story about that. They came back in to enjoy life, but they came back to be with you, geez, to meet you, to hook up with you, to share with you, to reveal themselves to you. And they're going to be doing that when you get over all this other stuff, when you allow your realization. They're not going to come in before. You're not going to meet them before, but they came in to be part of your life.